The beaver is almost gone, just a soft outline moving across wet mud under the moon. But as it steps into the pond, the trick begins to fail. Its warm, waterproof coat is gone. For this episode, that invisible beaver is a fictional design. We're giving it chameleon-like skin that shifts to match bark, mud, and water ripples. But the survival test uses real biology, so we have to ask, would near invisibility actually matter enough to replace the coat that keeps a real beaver alive? A real beaver already has a quieter kind of magic. It's a plant eater and a relentless builder, spending long hours in cold water without freezing. That endurance comes from a dense two-layer coat. Under the longer outer hairs, thick underfur traps air close to the body, holding in heat. The outer guard hairs are coated in oil, acting like a living rain jacket. Now, let's swap it. Our fictional beaver loses that coat. Instead, it gets thin, flexible skin that dynamically shifts color to match its surroundings. This chart shows the trade. On the left, the normal beaver has thick fur, trapped air, and warmth. On the right, our fictional design has thin camouflage skin and zero waterproof insulation. Without trapped air, blue arrows show body heat draining rapidly into the environment. It looks like a superpower, but to find out if it actually works, we have to run it through the physical gauntlet of a beaver's daily routine. On land, the invisible beaver scores very well. Beavers work at dusk when light is low. A color-changing animal crouched on a muddy bank is incredibly hard for a fox to spot. This camouflage helps during those short, exposed moments when it leaves the water. If it freezes while cutting a sapling, it practically vanishes. But beavers are not silent ghosts. They chew loudly. They leave pointed stumps, drag heavy branches through the grass, and mark territory with scent mounds. An animal survives by altering its environment, leaving a massive footprint. Visual camouflage cannot erase the noise and smell of a working beaver. When it enters the pond, the fictional skin offers a small bonus near the surface. It blends with muddy reflections, buying a few extra seconds of cover from shoreline hunters. Then the cold sets in. A real beaver wears a built-in wetsuit. The invisible beaver is essentially wearing color-changing paint in a freezing lake. Water pulls heat away incredibly fast. The animal's muscles chill, forcing it out early. Deep water is no longer a safe travel route. Predators make this difficult. Wolves, owls, and bears don't strictly rely on eyesight. They use noses and ears to track movement and wait in ambush. So the stealth score is high for a quick trip on land, but fails completely against scent-tracking hunters or the chilling reality of water. Building a dam is rough work. Bark scrapes the face, ice cuts, and mud cakes the belly. A real beaver's thick fur acts as a comfort shield against all of that abrasion. Without that protective layer, every scrape is an injury. The animal gets tired and chilled faster, making it harder to maintain the deep water infrastructure it needs to stay safe. Safety comes from engineering. Inside a thick-walled lodge, visual camouflage is redundant. Predators can't just walk in because the doors are entirely underwater. Becoming completely invisible might actually cause problems at home. Beavers groom each other and raise their kits in the dark. A parent that disappears completely is hard to follow when a young kit needs guidance in dim water. Survival here is built on physical architecture and close family teamwork. A disappearing body doesn't help with either. Eventually, the pond freezes over. This is the ultimate environmental stress test. A beaver has to swim repeatedly under solid ice to reach its cached food. Here, the fictional skin causes catastrophic failure. Camouflage cannot generate heat. Without dense underfur and oily guard hairs, the animal will freeze before it finishes a single trip to its food pile. Cold water is the fatal flaw in the invisible design. Surviving the winter is physically impossible. Looking at the final scorecard, land stealth scores high, but water survival is low, building durability is low, and winter survival is very low. There is a biological compromise. If a beaver kept its waterproof underfur for warmth, but grew color-shifting guard hairs on top, it could gain partial camouflage without freezing to death. A perfectly invisible builder is amazing to imagine, but it ignores the harsh biological reality of what this animal actually requires to function. Natural waterproof fur is simply a superior survival tool. It keeps the beaver warm, protects it while it builds, and allows it to vanish into the safety of its habitat the old-fashioned way.